What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. This morning I was watching a video by Compton Rick Rock, and it was a video about Ann Jefe. And Ann Jefe is now putting out content from the county jail, the Los Angeles County Jail. In the video, Compton Rick Rock asked the viewers, what do they think about that? And this video is going to be in response to that question. Doing content from the county jail versus doing content from prison is two completely separate things. Do I get Ann Jefe trying to generate income? Yes, I do. But I also get that Ann Jefe hasn't been convicted yet of anything. And anything he says on any of those phone calls can and will be used against him if the wrong thing is said. When you're in jail or prison, you have so much time on your hands to think about everything. And sometimes make up scenarios because you feel like that's what really happened. For people to be... What if somebody, and I'm not saying Ann Jefe, I'm just saying period, these dudes that want to be doing content from jail, what if one of the scenarios you concocted in your mind and you put out there gets used against you? It's going to be accepted as truth because you said it. I don't think it's wise at all. Now, back when, like 2004, when the phones started coming in, 2003, 2004 is when they started coming in. Everybody kept it very, very tightly wrapped. Like who had a phone? You weren't letting everybody know you had it. They weren't all over the yard either. And it was understood, don't post nothing on social media because the squad's going to come. They're looking. They're going to come. And let's say I did something stupid and posted something online and the cops come and hit my pad. But when they come to hit my pad, there's some Crips next door who happen to be on the phone or charging their phone. Their phone was out. Their phone gets sucked up. Their phone gets taken. Why did their phone get taken? Because I did something stupid. That could be something very serious. So everybody was very cautious back then. Those phones were for business. To make money or maintain your relationship. Talk to your kids. The important shit. Right? I remember when they were saying they were going to let everybody out of the shoe. I've said this before. I'll say it again. When they said they were going to start letting everybody out, all the big dogs. I remember having a conversation with somebody and I told him this. I said, the yard's going to get flooded with phones. Watch. There's going to be certain COs that are supposedly dirty. And they're going to be willing to bring in phones. And every one of them phones is going to be tapped. Remember, this ain't the old days. This ain't the 80s, the 70s and all that. Where they got to actually put a chip in and put a list. No. All they need is a phone number. The phone number and a carrier. That's it. I don't care who you get a phone from in the California Department of Corrections. If you're doing something, if you're selling dope, if you're somebody that is able to, you're a mover and a shaker, there's somebody on that yard with you that's nervous. And he's going to ask you if he can borrow your phone one day. Hey, can I borrow your phone? I'll give you $500 or I'll give you $100, whatever it is. He just wants that phone number. And he's going to give it to the Juras. I am 1,000% positive that every single phone in the California Department of Corrections is tapped. See, before, like I said, if you posted something on social media, the squad was there. If not that day, next day, the goon squad. Tearing your cell up, looking for that phone. Nowadays, Dudes have whole entire channels smoking weed. Cops ain't hidden that. You're providing them with so much information. They're sitting back, recording everything, monitoring everything. I'm very, very surprised that nobody's getting into any trouble behind these channels, behind the walls. You can make a lot of money putting out content. If you can catch the algorithm, well, there's a lot of money involved. But all money ain't good money. I'm literally like, I don't know the dude. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say his name, but there's a dude that's putting out content that's beefing with a bunch of dudes that are out here. This is a different era. When I was in prison, nobody gave a fuck about what was going on outside the walls. Who cared? If anything, they just wanted somebody to, help them connect the dots so they can get some money. But to go on the internet and create whole beefs with dudes on the streets, nah, man. That's heat. If anything happens to the guy on the streets, they know the authorities know exactly who to go to. And you could say, oh, it don't matter, I'm already doing life anyways. Yeah, but if it affects your money, it affects other people's money too. I don't think being a content creator from inside, whether it's jail or prison, I don't think that's wise. Now, again, I understand they're getting money, they're supporting themselves, they're not being a burden on their families, and that's fine. But the content they're putting out and the fact that they're exposing that there's a phone in their cell can create a burden for people inside there. I feel like at some point there's going to be an incident. There's going to be an incident behind a prison content creator. The county jail guys, like Ann Hefe calling, the only person he's going to hurt is himself. Every phone call that he's making is recorded. All it's going to take is for one person to put out some content on Ann Hefe that fires him up and he gets on the phone without taking a step back, analyzing, and say, you know what, I'm going to get on the phone later. All it's going to take is for him to hear something and be like, man, I'm going to get on the phone right now. Fuck that. And you hurt yourself. If anything, Ann Hefe should just push his Cash App. Maybe get a GoFundMe. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I've already said it's unfortunate for somebody to be from, the streets, be from that life, finally get an opportunity to make some legit, clean, good money, be a productive member of society, and then get caught up in something. I don't know the details. It'll come out. But I know Ann Hefe's got to be like, damn, man. Like, I was getting there. Anyhow, that's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.